Okay, YouTube, here's another video I wanted to do, and it's about, I'm going to use a new type of worm bedding for my worms, because I just want to try something different. Also, it seems like my sifted compost doesn't do so well for them, but um, the millipedes that I'm raising are doing excellent in it. I mean, they're breaking it down to a sifted good material with the black soldier fly larva that's already in there, and I've got it in a big, huge water tank, and but now, you're wondering, what kind of bedding am I using from? Well, I got the idea for it the other day, and here's what I'm using. This is what it looks like, and this is what I'm using. Organic spray and mushroom compost, but I'm using mushroom compost because I've heard some good stuff about it, and I figured give this a try. Why not try something different for their bedding? But one thing I've learned about mushroom compost, well, some of the stuff I've learned about mushroom compost, and I know you're wondering, what is it? What's it for? And can you grow mushrooms out of it? Well, no, you can't grow mushrooms with it. Like, you just buy this bag and put it on the ground and mushrooms will grow out of it. No. Mushroom compost is actually substrate, used leftover substrate that the mushrooms have gotten done grown in. Like, what it is a mushroom farm takes this material after they harvest all the mushrooms, put new out, but they use this, bag this up and sell it as a compost, which, for my next question, is it's good for clay soils and other stuff. Clay soils is one thing. I'm sure you can use it in your soil blends and compost mixes and stuff. And that's something else I'm doing, is I'm getting into is compost mix and potting soil mixes. But yeah, this is the brand I found at the co-op I went to, and so far I like about it as a worm bedding is it's got a good grit texture to it, and it seems to hold moisture in real good, which is even better. And there's another thing I'm going to try to use it for, but that'll be in another video. But what I have had them in temporary, my worms in temporary, that I didn't know if that would work or not, is actually this stuff. Before I add them into the mushroom compost, I want to show you all what I was using in the other bin I've got for them. Better Homes and Gardens Natural or Organic Professional Container Mix. And what this stuff got in it is actually, I know it's going to have peat moss. And I always wonder, people talk about this, potting mix and potting soil mix, can it actually be used? I believe yes, it just depends on the brand, but what I've heard and learned is actually it might be too sterile, not really enough nutrients and nutrition in there for them. But anyways, here's the ingredients. This product is a blend of 35-45% sphagnum peat moss and may contain processed softwood bark, compost, and or forest products, perlite, dolomite, the pH adjuster for this soilless mix, fertilizer, and wetting agent. Now, I use this because it was the only thing at the store I could find. They didn't have any mushroom compost, garden soil, or even topsoil in the bag. So I just grabbed that because it was like, okay, it's just a small bag, I'll see what happens. And they seem to be doing good. They're doing real good in it, and I'll do a video about that. But yeah, mushroom compost is something I want to try because I figured, it seems like a good bedding, something different for them. And like I said, it's great for clay soils. It's one benefit I know of. I'm going to continue researching it a little bit more, and I've heard about this for years, this mushroom compost, and when I first heard what it is, I thought you grow mushrooms out of it, but turns out you don't. Now, one thing I want to say is it going to make the castings and bedding of the worm poop more fungal or bacterial dominant? I want to say, since mushroom is a fungi, I want to say more fungal, but I'm not for sure. I really don't know how to answer that question. But yeah, and this is the bag I bought from the store. I got it at the co-op, and this is what it looks like. You can see the texture to me feels like it's got good grit. It's got some sticks and twigs in there, but that's okay. And like I said, all mushroom compost is the left when a mushroom farmer's harvested the mushrooms. He takes this, it's leftover, it's used substrate, mushroom substrate. And of course, there's different things you can use for mushroom substrate, which is some, depending on the mushroom itself, You can use manure, certain kinds of farm animal manure. With oyster mushrooms, you can use, it's either straw or hay. Now, if it's shiitake mushrooms, it has to be hardwood sawdust. But you gotta remember, you have your wood loving and your manure loving. Button mushrooms are manure loving. Shiitake, of course, is a hardwood wood loving species. So is hen of the woods, which is one that hen of the woods is something you gotta go out in the woods and find. It grows at the base of oak trees, but you need to, if you're gonna go find it, make sure you do some information about it before you do. And I'll also do a video of me introducing the worms to this and show you how they like it. And I hope you like this video. And I hope you all like my next video.